Good morning. Good morning, Arlene. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and today is Wednesday, May the 20th. Where is May going to? Where is May going to? Good morning, Arlene. Welcome, welcome. I'm ready to do some art. Yeah, Crayola bits and pieces. Work on my calendar today. Work on my calendar. I'm going to zoom in just a little. Hi, Lori. Good morning. Hi, Carla. Good morning, ladies. Hold the phone. I'm going to zoom in. Just a bit. Give you a little ride. I have to pinch that phone screen in order to get it to zoom. Kindness to animals is not mere sentiment, not sediment. Kindness to animals is not mere sentiment, but a requisite of even a very ordinary education. In other words, be kind to all those little creatures. They're just trying to live their life. All right. I got a bit of tea bag that when I was sorting out my papers, I've been putting tea bags on the calendar. How do I want to do this? I just want to scrunch it on there, I think. Scrunch it. Scrunch it on there. Just about like that, I think. This is going to be one bulky calendar. It's kind of fun just using up. Now I'm going to use these Crayola wrappers that I unwrapped yesterday. It's kind of fun just using up the leftovers on my desk. Just crunch it on there like that. And jumbo crayons. Kind of takes away from the tea bag. Maybe I'll save those for another day. Let's see what I have in here. Do I have any little animals? I don't usually save too many animals. I used the kitty recently. Now, we got Orphan Annie saying arf. Let's use her. Let's use her. Let's put a Crayola. Let's put a Crayola wrapper. A thin one. They double wrap these. put it just like that. I have my little birdie stamp from way back when. Doesn't quite fit on there though. Okie dokie. I'll just put these up here. There we go. That's good enough for today. Get all this out. Have to put it all back and drop half of it. Well, I got all my, not all of them, the majority of my porch plants planted yesterday. That was a good thing. I spent almost all afternoon out there filling pots with dirt and planting flowers. It took me quite a long time to get all that done. Longer than I thought I would. Kindness to animals is not mere sentiment. It's a little wet. That glue's a little wet. Okay, somebody sent me this tea bag, homemade tea bag. It's really cute. It's folded like a tea bag. It's really cute. And it says, stay in touch. I was thinking I would do one of the prior pages. So, I is the daily bread of the eyes. I think I'll put my so tweet in there somewhere. It's kind of hard to get all this on here. It's not gonna fit. What else do we have? We are rooted to the air through our lungs and to the soil. Like farmers, we need to learn we cannot sow and reap at the same time. We'll put that there, and maybe that there. I'm missing things over here. How about a jumbo crayon? Use up my crayon wrappers. Oh dear. I have room for the quote and everything. All right, let's start at the bottom then. Oops, I pulled the cord there. Just kind of put that like that. Trouble is with these large ones on the smaller areas, it covers up everything. I'll use a smaller one. Crayola. Hi, and good morning. Arlene said I sent 78 happy mails. Oh, I should have heard the moaning from the dude behind the line. Behind the behind her caregiver. 78 of them. Well, for him, it would be different, wouldn't it? If it were him sending them, it would be like, wait your turn, lady. $78 of them. Boy, I know I did those postcards at Christmas. And they were just postcards. And oh my goodness, that can take a long time to do, Arlene. That was quite a feat. That was quite a feat. Kind of glue this. It's kind of bent. Let's glue it down a little. Like farmers, we need to learn we cannot sow and reap at the same day. Can you sow and reap the same day? My little zinnias that I planted a couple weeks ago are starting to come up. I'm happy about that. Let's put some more blue, these blue beads on there. Yeah, like that. Beady things on a strip of tape so I can just put them there in a line. It's got a there we go. Use up some of these things I have sitting around on my desk. What we want is progress, if we can have it without change. Let's put this on here somehow. I guess I'm going to put it this way. I think I'll staple that on. No, I need that round. Let's put the Crayola wrapper. Let's staple it on too. want to get this ATC in here. I guess I'll just put it like this. We want progress if we can have it without change. Put it this way a little. This is just an extra ATC. That was May 11th. We can throw those away. Man's chief goal in life is still to become and stay human, to defend his achievements against the encroachment of nature. Don't encroach on me, nature. Encroachment of scraps. Just put some blue in here. Now, let's take this and put it over here because that's stickiness. There we go. Oh. What do I have in here that I want to use? Another pretty tag from somebody. Here, maybe some of these stickers. Just using up bits and pieces. Some of this came in Happy Mail. These stickers came in Happy Mail, I believe. Speaking of Happy Mail, I broke my fingernail. I think I broke it yesterday, and it's just, well, it's not broke, it's bent, but it bends every time I try to use it, so I'm going to clip it off here. It annoys me. Yeah, I filled pots with dirt yesterday. I planted flowers. I had to get them in the dirt. They've been sitting around for about a week because it's been so cool and rainy here. I couldn't get out. Speaking of rain, Arlene, is it still rain in your part of the country today too? I know you were saying how rainy it was yesterday. Encroachment of scrappies. Just put it there and put that leaf on it and call it done. These stickers are kind of hard to get off of the paper. There they go. That's kind of interesting. We'll save that. Let's put a leaf on it somehow. Might as well use them up. If I can get them off. This one I'm going to split in half, I think. Okie dokie. What else? That was May 9th. There's no better demonstration of faith than the man planting a seed in a field. I need some seed envelopes is what I need there. Let's put some more ink. Just kind of spot it on there. It doesn't have to be beautiful. I wonder what would happen if I put some gold over that. Some of this. Get a hold of it here. Old ink pads. Some of these are. I think that one needs to be refreshed a little. Let's see, I was going to put, actually I kind of like this tag on there. I kind of like it like that. I'll save that for something else. Let's put a couple of these on. This one goes. Kind of like it just like that. And we'll give it a bead. Use these things up. Use them up so I can get more someday. If I ever get to go hobby shopping again. Okay. Looks like I'm pretty good in here. The study of economics usually reveals the best time to buy anything is last year. Some of these are just very simple. All right, I think I've done enough for one day. Let's go back to today's. Ooh, did I glue it down? It stuck in there. Oh, Orphan Annie stuck. Annie's got stuck here. It needs to dry good. There we go. She's okay. Alrighty, we'll let that dry. This wet glue. Alright, we'll just put these back in here. Let that stand up. Put my stapler back. This is interesting. I'll do something with that piece of acetate. I'll put that in the baggie. I'll put this back. These Crayola wrappers in there. These are scrappies. Scrappies. Okie dokie. I have some Happy Mail to open, but let's say hello to everybody out there. Let's say hello. May the 10th? Yeah, May the 10th. This tag was sent to me in Happy Mail. It's really got fall colors on there, but this is all Happy Mail here, except for these beady things that aren't sticking. There we go. Whoops, I guess that one. Pretty, yeah, this is gonna stick too, I think. That glue. I need to put a wax paper in there. That glue is seeping through the glue is seeping through. I don't have a wax paper. Let's just put that in there. Hopefully that'll keep it somewhat. Probably when I turn it, it'll fall. All right, I'm going to be very careful and just put that back over there. All right. All righty. Let's have a sip of coffee. Ah, that's good coffee. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning. Hi, Shelley. Good morning. Good morning. Asa, good morning. Thank you. Lori's here. She says she made a really cute pop-up card yesterday while watching streams. I'll bet it was cute. I'll bet it was. Who else is here? Carla's here. Arlene says, Mary inspired me. Last night I used the heat gun and crayons on a coloring book page. How did that go, Arlene? Oh, Shelley and Carla, they're all saying good morning to everybody. Arlene says it's raining again, but at least now it's off and on. Now you guys are really getting the rain, aren't you? Carla says, good morning, Deborah. Birds of a feather flock together. Deborah must be here. There she is. Good morning, Deborah Brown. She says, good morning, Mary and all you early birds. Yeah, you're my early birds. You are my early birds. Anne is here. She says, that would have taken some time to do. She's talking about Arlene's 78 Happy Mail envelopes. I'm having trouble getting my few out. 78 of them. All right, and Lori's here and Arlene's here. Vicki, good morning, Vicki. Well, speaking of Happy Mail, I got some yesterday, and I have a hunch this might be from Aunt Beth, because she said, Mary, did you get an Amazon envelope? Now, this doesn't say it's from Amazon, but usually when you order something from Amazon and it comes from another place, they send it from the other place. So, I have a hunch this is from Aunt Beth. So let's open her up. I was shaking it yesterday trying to guess what it was. Oh, she sent me some extreme glue. Oh, look at that. Bless her heart. I would have had no idea. I was trying to figure out because I was feeling this part and I'm going, what is that? She sent me some big extreme glues. Thank you so much, Aunt Beth. Well, I think it was Aunt Beth. There's no, I said it's from Aunt Beth, but there's really no name. So this could be from somebody else, and I just don't know who sent this to me. I'll have to check and see if it was Becky. I was thinking it was Becky because she asked me if there was an Amazon envelope. There's no hint in the envelope. There's nothing in the envelope except for these. It came from the Mega Deals in Lexington, Kentucky, which I think it might be an Amazon affiliate type thing. Well, bless their heart. They sent me some glue. I can use that glue for sure. Now, the other Happy Mail I have, let me get the label off here. Or maybe just scribble it out. Hold it. Let me just scribble out the addresses. This, I think, is my Defy auction. winnings. I bought a lot of digis this time. Well, I guess that's good. So I do not have as much, but I did get an angel envelope, and that'll be coming too. So let's see what's here. Mary, number 32, was a photograph. Oh, aren't these darling? Can you see those? Aren't they sweet? Oh, they're all dressed up. Not sure what the little girl is holding. A dolly, I think. I think the little girl is holding a dolly. Oh, so cute. And he's got those knickers pants on. Excuse me. He does too. These little ones have shorts on and leggings. So cute. Oh, I forgot that I even bid on this. Not only did I bid on it, I won it. Pull it off. Oh, what else? The thank you. Lot 36. She sends the little thank you envelopes here. The little business cards and the flag and some little thank you doilies and a playing card and some more business cards. But a beautiful envelope in there. All right. I'll just put those in there too. I don't want to bend that beautiful die-cut doily. Put it in there good. But what I do remember bidding on, and this is going to be fun to use, were these leather scraps. And that's the end of the box. Look at these leather scraps. Ooh, these are going to be fun to use. Wow. This has got a marking on it. I wonder if, let's see if I can get that off with a little, yeah. I think some hand sanitizer might take that off, or some type of a cleanser remover might remove that marking. Or I can leave it on there. Bits and pieces of leather scraps. It's leathery on the outside, and ooh, these would make some nice clusters. Then, and this is real leather. You can tell this is not the, well, I don't know on this side. I'm not sure. Some of it's real. I haven't figured out yet. I think this piece is real. Whatever, it'll make some nice, I could use some of this in my, this piece has to be real. I know this piece is real because I can tell on this side. This other, I'm kind of questioning. This might be a fused. Some of it might be, but this is cool. All right, got some leather scraps. How cool is that? But what I really like is this photograph. Oh, these kids are so sweet. Adopted family. Adopted family. My adopted grandkids from, well, I guess they would be my grandmother's Wouldn't be my grandmother's grandkids, it would be my great-grandmother's grandkids. I would be my grandmother's grandkid. Oh, they're so cute. Looks like it might be 1910s or 20s picture. And I think it's glued in there. I think it's glued down. We won't mess with that part. And it looks like she might be holding a little Cupid doll. A little Cupid doll. Oh, cute, cute kids. And they're probably, if they're still alive, they're probably old geezers now. So, I'm not going to leave that there because it'll fall off. What else are we going to do this morning? Oh, I have lots I need to get done. And thank you to the person who sent me that those extreme sticks. Thank you so much. I have a hunch that it was Becky because she asked if I got a package in the mail. But it may have been somebody else. It may have been somebody else. Let's throw those back behind my chair. All righty. Oh, my pillows are not comfortable this morning. I did not put pillows on my chair because my chair squishes down. All righty. All righty. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. What did Arlene say? Let me tell you about what Mary did at that auction. Oh. She said, I said that journal was gorgeous, and then I said, be right back. When I got back from the bathroom, somebody said, congratulations. That's funny, Arlene. I just went to the bathroom. Well, Arlene, let me say that's just a thank you. That's a thank you. You are here every morning and you do a good job modding, and I so appreciate it because I get involved in this art. And, you know, for most people, besides us early birds, it's hard to get up at 4 in the morning. You know, of course, you're up at, that'd be 5 your time, but still. It was a beautiful, beautiful album. It was just gorgeous. All right. Who else is here? Kimberly says good morning to everybody. There was really some cool stuff out there. I'm trying to get something off to the auction this month, but with all the gardening and taking care of the yard and everything like that, I'm a bit behind. And I have to go back to town either today or tomorrow because my check didn't come last week. It comes this week. And I thought that I had it, and I got to the bank and I discovered I didn't. Oh dear. Now I have to still have bills to pay this month. Deborah. Only Mary would think to decorate an old calendar and use crayon wrappings from a box that she remade. Aw, thank you, Deborah. Arlene said she tried the crayons in her color book with the melted wax, and I asked her how it went, and she said it was okay, but the hot wax smeared the black lines that were already on the color page, so it needs better paper. Oh, I would just keep smearing it. If you're trying to stay between the lines, you know, it just kind of depends on how picky you are on things. I would just say, and keep going. Vicky is here. And Rhonda's in the house. I think I've covered all of those. Yes, Arlene's always watching out for us. Lisa made a beautiful Tim Holtz mini folio for the auction. Yes, that will be probably going up for auction this month. And she made a beautiful, did you see that cake box roll that she made, snippet roll? She made a wonderful, beautiful snippet roll, and it rolls into a roll, you know, just rolls up into like a paper roll, and it fits into the box, and you can take it out and snip things. That's gorgeous. What a great idea. Deborah says, don't I know it? I have to have Alexa wake me up, and she sounds sleepy. That's funny, Deborah. Oh dear, that's funny. Oh. The black ink turned the yellow wax an ugly gray color. Oh well, the black ink of the coloring book page? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. If it affected your crayon that way, how would it affect? That's interesting. Lori said she saw the snippet roll. She is so talented. Lisa does some beautiful art. I did not watch Lisa and Tanya yesterday. I did see that video you're talking about, Lori. Lisa's video where she was showing, I think she showed those things Monday night. I was in her stream Monday night. But I did not watch them yesterday afternoon because I had to get those plants. I could not let them sit any longer. I had to get them in the dirt. I still have a few left. If I don't go shopping today, go to the bank, I don't feel like going back today. I probably won't. I'm too tired. I don't like messing with all the mask stuff. I understand. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, to me, it just ruins the fun of going shopping. Oh, well, that's another story. We're not going to go there. Let's sketch a doggie this morning in my book. And I think I'm going to do Mary Berry's doggie. Where am I going to do it? Here's Beth's. This is the one I did in my journal. And we're going to do Mary Berry's over here. Now, I'm not sure if Mary Berry's doggie is still alive. I don't know. I'm going to have to move my calendar because I'll knock it off for sure. And let's get an ink pen. And let's go to my drive. And the doggies. Come on, doggies. Dogs. And she sent me a picture, and looks like it's at Christmas, and he fills up the picture here, but the face is all over here on the left side. So I'm not sure what kind of a doggy he is, but I'm gonna have to imagine the left ear. I'll just kind of imagine the right ear too. It's a sweet dog, and he's all white, or he or she, and I don't know its name. She might have told me on a Facebook post, I think. I said, go ahead and send in the picture. So this will not be a hard one to do as far as coloring. It has a lot of whites and a little bit of tans in there. So let's start with the nose down here. Kind of has a little black area here, and it has a lot of white fur. That'll be the interesting part. I'll sketch it out, and then I'll have to use the crayon that'll be interesting to do. And then the nose kind of comes this way, in this way and down this way. Can you guys see? Let's see what you can see. Let's see what you can see. Yeah, I guess you can see pretty good. If I zoom in any more, it will, I think I'm fine. Yeah. So it's got a little black nose, and this is just a sketchy sketch. Sketchy. And it's, the fur is what's going to be the challenge to do with crayon, a white fur. And it kind of got gray coming down this way. The face kind of comes out this way and then angles in. I'm just kind of getting the shape of the head here. And I think he's probably a little doggy like this. So I lose a lot of it here. And then this fur kind of comes, the left ear is not on the picture at all. So let's see if I can put that eye. Little button eyes. Little button eyes. And this is all furs. Wait for it. It never looks like a dog till I get into it a little. Gotta wait for it. Oh, dark eyes here. A little shiny twinkle in the eyes. All those dogs have little twinkles in their eyes. And the nose is probably bigger, and fur comes out this way. This eye gets hidden. This eye gets hidden by fur. And it's a little bit more round. And it has fur all up in here. And little furs coming out this way. Furs this way. I think what's going to define this doggy is the background. And the ear, I've lost the ear up here. The ear does not even on the picture. So I think it kind of comes like this, down like that. And now that might be too, now ignore all the pin lines. Ignore all the pin lines because that'll all go away. Let me see. His head is a little bit squarer. All right, let's get some color on there and see what. Because I think it's the color that's going to define this little doggy. Not the lines. It's pretty hard to, the lines are too liney. The lines are too liney. Let's get some crayon. Now the doggy is white. Let's use the big white and what kind of a background. I think I'll make the background a red color because it's got a big red bow around him or her. And I'll need some blacks and some grays and a tan. This is I think they just call this brown. I want more of a tannish color. We'll limit our colors to that for right now and see what happens. And right now he looks like a kitty cat, but just hold the phone on him. Hold the phone, it's not done. Let's open up these Crayola rolls here. They kind of put a little bit of an inner wrapper on these. And they glue it right here, and then this part's not glued. Somebody sent me glue sticks. Bless their heart. Somebody sent me glue sticks. Let's do this tan one. Okie dokie. Let's do the red around. The face, I think, might be a little... It looks like the doggy is... The body of the dog is over here. Looks like she got him while he was walking away or something. So... let's put some red in here. And I'll come back with the red up in here. And red's coming down. Now, this would be white. This is interesting because his body is over here and his tummy's down here. So he's looking at you face on, but it isn't like he's standing in front of you. He's walking that way and his head is turned. So I don't know. I'm still going to put this like a portrait mode type thing. Like he is looking in front of you. Okay, let's get the heat gun out. Right now he looks like a kitty cat. He doesn't look like much, but they never do when I first start out. I always go, oh, this is not going to work out. That if I keep working at it, they pop out. Of course, this is the one in my journal. I have to study them a little bit first. I have to study them. It's not quite hot enough yet. give it some color down in here. Now these colors are not, crayons are not that expensive. Between 4 and, well, the little 6-packs are like even like $1.50 or something at Walmart. And I think these jumbles were around $4.50, something like that. And then I bought the bigger box of, I think it was 90 crayons, cost me $8 something, I think, up around in there. Now, we want to define him a lot with the whites and the grays. So let's color some gray in here. Kind of come in here. The hair is what's going to define this little doggy. The fur. It's got some shadowing coming in here. Some shadowing under the nose in here. Like that. Shadowing up in here. And then the ear has some pink in there. Let's put some shadow in there. Yeah, he's got a cute little black nose. Coming like that. And cute little eyes that are going to have hair in them. That eye might be a little big. Some grays up in here. I'm just kind of putting some shadowing on, and then I'll go over this with the white to get the look of the hair. Some shadowing up in here where these ink lines are. Some shadowing underneath of the head here. And let me go ahead and sign it here before I get too much color on it. It's easier to have this ink peek out from the underneath. And today's the 20th, right? 5/20? 20. 5/20/20. All right. Little pink in the ears up here. The left ear I'm going to just have to kind of imagine. And then this is all kind of a white furry fur down in here. And he has hair coming. And in his eyes, or her eyes, I don't know if this is a little girl dog or a little boy dog. You kind of have to wait for it. He'll pop out here any minute now. All right, let's try some whites. Let's try it here first. It's going to be interesting to define this. It's going to be interesting to draw a white dog, because that's not showing up like I want it to. I might have to go into it with my whiteout pen and not put so much ink on it. I got a lot of ink lines on it. not seeing my whiteout pen. I'm not sure this is going to be a good not sure this is, well, it's coming out. I might have to do him on black paper. I might have to do him on black paper. Well, there he's coming. There, wait a minute. There it's coming out. I need to turn the book here. So this is done more with a whiteout pen than with, these shaggy dogs are going to be a challenge for me. Wait for him. He's going to come out. Just got to keep working with him, Mary. I'm talking to myself. Did I buy whiteout pen? No, I didn't buy any yesterday, but I bought some whiteout pens. I don't know what I did with the, did I put it back in that? Let's see, hold the phone here. Hold the phone. I have to do more up in there. What did I do with that pencil case? I put that whiteout pen in here, did I might have. Here it is. This is the one I got out yesterday. I think it has more ink in it. Yeah. Get it going here. Now this is shadow under there. And little shaggy ears up here. The problem here is, like I said, he's standing, he's kind of walking this way, so you see his body out over here, and I've got him facing toward us. That eye needs a little bit. The eyes need a little bit more work. I'm just learning how I'm going to approach this. Look at that gray crayon. Where did it run off to? Some grays in here. Some grays up in here. A black eye, more of a button eye. The hair kind of comes around it like that. More of a and then the little nosy kind of comes up that way. Wait for him. Wait for him. He's gonna show up here any minute now. And I'm not sure about what the tummy looks like in here. Let's give this some heat. Can't get a whole lot. I'll kind of scrape that out too. See, I think I'm wanting to put white up in here too. It's just not quite what I'm going here. Very definite grays in there to define the white hair. Yeah. But he's not all gray either. I think you have to have sort of a gray undertone in order for the white to show up. I think so. Or that white's not going to show up on white. Where's that gray? He needs more white up in here. He needs a little bit more of a fuller face in there. And it comes down in here. Now I'm putting the gray on there to help the white pop out. I'll come back in with more white. He's got some pink going on. Let's put some tans in there. His ears up in there is kind of a tannish pink. Ear. I'm going to do the same up in here. And I haven't caught the eye yet. I haven't caught the eye. I'm just not sure about this part in here. I could put the bow over there. he comes. Here he comes. You just got to keep working. Got to keep working. Keep telling yourself where to go next. And I think he's popping out at us. I think so. It'll just take some time. This part, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with this, because like I said, his body, you can look on this picture and you can see his body up in here. And instead of him coming from this direction toward us and this part of his body showing, I've got him head on like he was facing us. Yeah. And I am using a whiteout pen over wax, which is interesting too, that it's even coming. That it's even doing that. A little bit more scratchier than that, Mary. He's starting to show up here. He, I don't know if it's a little boy or a little girl. Let's go look at chat. Let's go see what you guys are seeing. Oh, is Meridel in here? My dear Henry was a West Highlander. He passed away a few weeks ago. Henry, a Highlander. I'm going to go look at a Highlander dog out there so I can get a little bit more sense of, I think we're getting him. I think I'm getting him, Meridel. I'm not sure. I think he needs a little bit more of a face up in here. And I'm not sure what to do about it. I'm thinking about putting that red bow back in here. Maybe tying a red bow and just letting this all be red in there. Because that's what you have on the picture. I'll hold the phone here. Some coffee. Henry, a Highlander. Henry, a Highlander. He's starting to come out now. It took me a while to figure out how to represent white fur on a background. Look at the back here. That's interesting how that wax. That's interesting. I didn't notice that so much on the others. I'm noticing it on this. I did not notice that wax showing through as much on these other pages. It really shows through on these two. It just takes some work to figure out how to represent white fur. And I think the trick to it, if you're working on a white page or a white paper, this of course is notebook paper, it's just lined ledger paper. It's kind of got a yellow cast to it, a tan cast to cream cast to it. But I think the trick is putting on a light gray background that will help your white. And I'm using a whiteout pen. I'm not using white Crayola. Excuse me. I knew that was going to happen. I was outside yesterday playing in water and dirt. I'll do a little bit more work in here. And a little bit more work in here. see, if I study him first in my journal, then I get a much better excuse me, while I blew my nose. Now I sneezed. Now I got to blow my nose. Excuse me. I hate doing that online, but if you got to sneeze, you got to sneeze. Well, let's clean my hands a little. Little hand sanitizer here to... Yeah, I think he's starting to pop out at us now. I'm not happy with this area yet. Let's go look at a Highlander. He needs a little twinkle in his eye, though. Let's put a little twinkle there. Every little dog needs a twinkle. Gives him a little life. There we go. Little twinkle. There, he got a little life to him. Let's go. Mary said it's a red raincoat, not a bow. Oh, okay. Well, what I might do is change the red up in here to a different color and make a bow here. I don't know if I could make it look like a raincoat. But if I make it look like a bow, it'll make more sense. In fact, what I might do is just darken this red a little with the black. This is my journal, so I'll just play in here. Oh, I don't have a lot of, excuse me, specialty plants. Marigolds, my marigolds and zinnias out in the garden are starting to come up. And we've got some lilies. I'm going to go outside today and cut some lilies because they're growing around that shed that my brother's going to tear down. And I asked him if he was going to save those. And he didn't think he was. He said we got enough. But I might go out and cut them down. And I mean, not cut them down. Cut them off. Make a bouquet. Let's go look at a Highlander. I got to get more of an idea of... I think I need more of the shape of the face in here. Let's go look at a Highlander. And welcome, Mary Berry, and anybody else who came in while I was coloring here. Let me get rid of some of the... That's Punch and Judy where we're looking at. Let's look at Highlander Doggie. Aww. Oh, they got little pointy ears, don't they? Maybe a little bit more defined hair, a little bit more of a pointy ear up in here. Let's shade this in. And with the bow, do any of these have bows? Let's go back and look. Let's see if any of them have a bow on them. They have a collar. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. I don't see any of them with a bow. They're cute doggies. They're so cute. Here's one with a Santa Claus suit on. That looks more like a bulldog than a Highlander. They call it a Highlander. Yeah. They would probably untie the bows, wouldn't they? Well, I'm going to put a bow sort of in here. Represent a bow. I think. Just kind of bring it down. Just put a little color around his neck here. And bring it out like so. Where's that dark? Dark color, that dark red I was using yesterday. Not gonna make any difference. That may not be a good idea. Where's my black again? I'm just playing. Let's go back up to that top one. That one I had open. Let's find a good. I'm trying to get the shape of the head here a little more. Let's see. I don't know about the red bow. Maybe I'll. I don't know. Let's scrape that. Where's my palette knife? Did I knock it off? On the floor. No, I don't see it. Oh, how can I lose things in 2 feet of space? I haven't figured that out yet. I'm looking for my palette knife. I had it here. Huh. Grr. Maybe I put it in that red box here. I got one in here. I got another one. That isn't the one I was looking for, but I might be able to use what's left in there. What I want to do is scrape off a little of this in here that I put on there. This area here bothers me. Let's scrape this off. Or scrape it down so it's not so waxy. I don't care if the pigment's there yet. If I put my palette knife there, where would it have gone off to? Huh. Let's bring this down a little bit more with the eye. The eye here. Hair come more like that. A little bit more shady in there. the structure of that cheek in there. Looks like they might have a little hair coming off of the chin and the nose there. Right in here. Make that furry white if I can get more of it out here. Turn my book a little. It doesn't want to draw on that. I'm clogging it up. Get a little of that waxy wax off of it. So I can go in and put in some lines. I have to work with that area more. So I want this to be more defined in there. A little more cheeky in here. Now I'm going to give him a bit of a mouth here because I'm not seeing his mouth on the picture, but I see a bit more of a mouth in there. And we'll just give him a bit of a mouth and we'll cover it up with some lines here. Yeah. Yep, you just got to keep working with him. He's starting to pop out here. Just got to keep working with him. But I will say I'm using the whiteout pen more than the Crayola on this. I've got a Crayola gray, kind of a grayish background with the gray Crayola, so that the white pops out a little bit more. In this area, I've worked that so much in there, I kind of decided, I think, against the red bow. Let's just kind of see if I can't get more white in there, kind of smear it in there, and then I'll go back over it with the hairlines. Henry. Let's give him some gray in here. All right, now let's I have to work with this area yet, but I'm much happier with him than I was a little bit ago. Where's that gray? Let's give it some gray under here. We could make a definite white, you know how the hair kind of falls in the eye? We could do that too. This part in here is I want to reach for my Crayola so bad, and I know I don't need any more wax on there. There we go. Henry. I'm still not happy with this area. Maybe because this needs to be more his cheeky bone here. His cheeky bone and his cheeky hair needs to come down more. Like that. Let's give him some white underneath it. Alrighty, now let's go in this area with more dark in here. Yeah, a little bit happier with that area. He'll look different tomorrow. I'm getting down the technique, I think, today. I think I'm getting the technique down today. This is why I practice in my journal first. Practice in my journal first. Now let's do just the black. Let's do some black in here. Not quite high enough yet. I'm pretty happy with him now. I'm pretty happy with him now. Henry. Now, I don't know. Let's go back and look at Arlene's Henry. Let's go back and look at not Arlene's, Mary's. Okay, now her Henry has more white coming up the eye this way and that way, smoother out there, more in there, and maybe some definite hair there and definite shading in here. Definite shading in there. Don't want to mess it up too much here. I think I'm about done. Just about done. Tomorrow I'm not going to draw it with ink lines. Tomorrow I'm going to draw it with pencil. He's got a lot of shading under his nose here. And then a definite white here and white in there, and this one. White define up in the eye there. And this area here bothers me yet a little. I don't think I quite have it yet. Henry, Henry, Henry. Henry, Henry, Henry. There we go. Getting some white on it. You got to keep working with it. That's just got to not give up. Not give up. don't have that white. I think, though, I'm about done with it for my journal. Let's put a black border around it. Let's put a black border around it. Ear could be maybe a little bit more pushed into the background, maybe. A little more grayish red in here. All right, let's do the border. Henry, oh, he's so cute. He's so cute. I like him. I like him in the end. I do. All these little doggies just grab my heart. They just grab my heart. Now tomorrow when I do him, I might move him more toward the center of the page and get more of his ear on there. His left ear. You can tell I was following the photograph. Oh, what did I do here? What did I do? I don't know. He went right into the... That line did. Good thing this is just my journal. Come on. Something on the bottom now. There we go. Alrighty. I think I'm going to call this one done. I think the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. That's really a challenge to represent white fur. That's a challenge. But I'm pretty happy with him. I'm pretty happy with him. Pretty happy with Henry. I could be a little bit more round. What is that gray? Colored that out there a little more. Let's see what you guys are saying. I'm not sure I exactly got Henry. I've got a white furry dog, but Henry on her picture has more hair right in here on his nose coming out this way and some shocks coming out that way, but I've got so much on this page that I don't think I can get much more. And I think her Henry has a little bit more of like that, when I have his a little bit more square. I think her Henry's face is a little bit, sure it is, a little bit more, I want to say oval. But I brought it out a little bit more. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I don't think I exactly got her Henry here. I got a white furry dog. We'll keep working at it. No, I did not capture him at all, I don't think. There's more. I've got his face too square. I can see that right away. But I'm not unhappy with the sketch in and of itself. I've got a white dog. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be working on a flat sheet of paper. That makes a difference too. What time do we have here? It's 6:30. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oops, I got out of it. Let's get out of that. So I think I went over and looked more at this little one, which has more of a square face. And I think that's how I got to the square. All right, let's get out of that and go back to chat. Henry looks good. It's a great likeness. Well, it may be a likeness, but I don't think I quite captured your Henry. But you know what? Now, let's get out. I got to refresh my screen. Let's refresh. The more you practice, the better you get on every one of these dogs. Now, Beth Schuler's, I think I got Abby pretty good. But on every one of these that I did in here, so here's Arlene's Piper. His eyes were too big. Every one of them that I did, the more you practice it, the more you see what, see Tinker, I sketched Tinker, well, 1.5 to 3 times before I finally worked that up. So you just got to keep practicing. These are not bad pictures of dogs. They're just, you know, they just can't quite have not captured the subject. Every little doggy has a personality, Mary says. Oh dear, come on, Mary. Flip, flip. Let's go to my channel, your channel, live. And let's go to live chat. Miss Mary Berry, did you know Jacqueline Phoenix is about to have a vegan baby? He makes veganism sound so easy. He's been a vegan since 77. Miss Mary Berry was Henry's mom. He passed away a few weeks ago. Henry, the little Henry dog passed away a few weeks ago. Aw, we don't want an ad. Yeah, I've got mine. I can see just by looking in the phone here. This little doggie's face is too squarish. Now maybe if I put shading in there, but if I put shading in there, I lose the hair. Let's put some shading in the and I've lost this eye portion in here on Mary Berry's, at least looking at Mary's photo. Don't mess with it anymore, Mary. Leave it alone. Yeah. Where's my paper? Part of the problem too here is I'm using this white pen over wax. I'm surprised it even colored over the wax. I might change that tomorrow. Use a gray colored pencil or something instead of a wax base. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. Hi, Sharon Marlowe. Lynn J says, good morning, Mary. All working and lurking. Dogs look great. Thank you, Lynn. Mary Berry says, Helen Bonham Carter and her mother stopped me at a traffic light to chat with Henry. Helen's mother, I don't know who Helen Bonham Carter is. Helen's mama said she adored Henry. He was so much like her dog at home in the UK. Her dog's name was Hennessy. Aw. Aw. Thank you, Sharon. Hi, Cindy Rain Girl. Arlene dropped the link to my community tab. Thank you, Arlene. They're saying good morning to everybody out there. Dogs have a way, Arlene says, of leveling the field. A sweet dog just breaks down the barriers and everyone becomes a dog lover instead of a famous rich or poor. That's true. Mary Berry says, to me, he was an ordinary guy and my dear friend. He's a charmer. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning, Cheryl. Cheryl says, I will always ask first, can I pet your dog? That's a wise thing to do because some dogs, if they don't know you and you reach down to pet them, they'll give you a little snip on the hand. Don't touch me. I don't know who you are. Boy, I needed that coffee this morning. Cindy says hello to everybody. Mary says he was very handsome. People constantly stopped us in the street to pet him, even famous movie stars. This side needs more work. This side bothered me a lot. Tomorrow when I work on this, I know a lot more today about doing white dog fur than I did when I started out. And I may put a Crayola. First of all, I'm going to sketch it. Probably, I'm going to see if I can't find my colored pencils and sketch the base with colored pencil instead of a wax crayon. Now, I might end up with a wax crayon in the background like I did here, but I had a lot of trouble with this area here, and then it got waxy. But that's why you work on it first. Hi, Suze. Good morning, Suze. Suze is in the house. Trace is here. Good morning, Trace. Hi, Sue Hennessy. Good morning. She says, very slowly they are letting some workers go to work, only if they can't work at home. I think it's going to be some weeks before it's going to be, I'm not sure, shortened because of my illness. I can't go out yet. Oops. Mary Berry says, I miss Henry every day, and especially at meal times. Well, Mary, you need to get you another little friend. He won't ever be Henry, but, you know, I would get a little doggy if my brother would tolerate it. And we have a lot of dogs in the neighborhood, and I'm a little bit wary about bringing in another one. I'm a little wary there, even of a house dog. A little house dog would be fun to have, but I don't know. We're not quite there yet. Suze is in the house. Good morning, Suze. And Sue Hennessy is there. Mary Berry is here. Let's see. What was Carla doing? She's working on her diamond painting. Arla. I was looking at Arlene and Carla at the same time, and it came out Arla. Carla is doing a diamond painting. And I'm up to the top. Sharon says, I was her when Mary started what I did. I miss Carla. I was here when Mary started. What did I miss? Oh, I wasn't here when Mary started. What did I miss? What did you? All you missed, the only other thing I've done this morning besides this doggy was I worked in my calendar page. Kindness to animals is not mere sentiment, but a requisite even of a very ordinary education. So be kind to all your little doggies. That's the one I did yesterday. I got some blank ones to work on. I think this is dry enough to take that out now. I did this one today. Like farmers, we need to learn we can't sow and reap on the same day. This was a little tea bag art that somebody sent me. And I put a Crayola wrapper on there. Oh, these I've done. This one I did today. What we want is progress, but if we can have it without change. And this one here I did today. There is no better demonstration of faith than a man planting a seed in a field. And this one, man's chief goal in life is still to become and stay human and defend his achievements against the encroachment of nature. And I put all these little doodle stickers around there in a crayon thing. And I think that's the only ones I did today. Trying to catch up my journal here. But yeah, I've got a lot done in this. This is going to be a fatty patty when I get it done. It's going to be a fan. It'll probably stand like this because I have to go back and work on the back of these. So it'll probably be a round book like this when I get it done, which means I should do some more off of the edge here. Maybe I will go back and put in some more ribbons and bows on these pages, because I've just kind of started doing that. Okay, so what time is it? It's almost 7. We've got about a little over a half an hour. So I'll keep working on Henry. I think I need to work on this area, maybe make his face a little bit more narrow. We'll see. Let's work on and of course I said I was going to work on these during Beth's stream, and I didn't. These are the human ones. I didn't do a whole lot, I'll tell you. We did the doggy heads and the doggy left ears. So let's do a couple more. I think we've got time to do a couple more. Let's try to do a couple more here. And I got my Crayolas to put away. I'm going to put my whiteout pens in with my Crayolas. I've got another half of the gray, but I don't know where it rolled off to. Things roll off of my desk here, and I don't find them for years. Let's put those away. I opened Happy Mail, Sharon. I got my Defy order, and somebody sent me some glue sticks. Somebody sent me 2 packages of extreme glue sticks. Thank you so much. I think it might have been Aunt Beck, but I'm not sure. So if it wasn't Aunt Beck, thank you to the person who sent these. There was no, there's no name on them. There was nothing in the package. Oh, I was going to put those in there. Well, too late now. Someone did steal my little Gretchen. She was so sweet. We eventually found her, but when we saw how they cared for her, we did adoption for them. Oh. Not only are dogs stolen because of their breed, but stolen for animal testing. Really? Henry was a good-looking boy, but his character was indescribable. He was so kind and patient with me. Aw, now you're making me miss him, Miss Mary Berry. People tried to snatch him from you. Oh, no. You know what? I think I'm going to kind of clean the, just kind of take a paper towel and wipe off some of this tabletop here, just to get the surface, a little surface crud. Like that. It's amazing what that picks up, isn't it? Oh, there's my gray. It feels better. It feels cleaner. boys who tried to kidnap dogs. That's horrible. That is horrible. That breaks my heart. All right, we want 1/2 inch off of the top and the bottom. And 1/4 of an inch off of the sides. Dee Dee Willingham comes on at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Dee Dee Willingham, Coffee and Art in the Morning. And this is Wednesday. I don't know who comes on after Dee Dee, and I don't know who will come on this afternoon, but this is Wednesday, so I'm thinking Aunt Beck might stream tonight, but I never quite know for sure because her times change according to what's going on in her life at that time. But usually she comes on either Wednesday afternoon or Wednesday evening. So watch for her. Tomorrow's Thursday. I will probably stream tomorrow morning. And Lisa and Tanya will be doing their fairy book at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday, on Lisa, My Eclectic Life, on her channel this week. And I've been missing the fairy book. I had to plant those flowers yesterday. I just had to get them planted. And I'm not doing the fairy book because I'm just doing too much. Mary does too much. She says, ooh, let's do that. And ooh, let's do this. And let's do. And Mary does this and that and this. And I've got to say, I love what you're doing, but I've got to slow down. And I have to be honest with you, fairies and whimsy, I like the theme of fairies, but I'm just really, you don't see a lot of whimsical art. I don't do a lot of that. I enjoy watching what other people do. And they're doing some really cool things. I do have a fairy in my Tanya journal. Why does that look crooked to me? Probably because it is. But, and what Lisa did the other day, I don't think she worked on it Monday night, but she glued scrap papers to the base of papers, and I want to do that. I want to work on that. I got all those envelopes of Happy Mail, and I think I'm going to collage scrap papers on them, or around them, and make a kind of a junk journal out of them. I just hate throwing them all away. Some of them have beautiful art on them. Well, most of them have beautiful art on them. Okay, I'm going to bore you completely and do another sheet here. And we'll work on 2 sheets today, hopefully. And I was going to go shopping today, but I think I'll put it off. think I'll put it off and go tomorrow. I just don't feel like going out. I don't feel like going out. I have a few plants that need to be planted yet. I think I'll get those planted. And I had a laugh at my brother yesterday because I have he's tearing down the shed and he's going to build a garage, which I think is really good. So I got all my planters out of there, but I think there were more planters in there than what I had last year. And some of them need holes in the bottom. And I was out there working and he came out and I said, why don't you get your drill and drill holes in the bottom of my planters for me? So he did. And I was telling him while he was out there drilling the holes in the planters, and I was saying, I think I have more planters than flowers. I'm going to have to go buy more flowers. I looked at him and he looked at me and he says, you don't have to plant them all. And I was sitting there going, yes, I do. I said, that's what they're there for, is to plant flowers. He just looked at me like, you got an empty pot, you got to put a flower in it. And those big flower pots that I had my herbs in last year, I cleaned it out and the herbs had all dried, but boy, did I smell I think it was rosemary when I cleaned out the dirt and everything, and I put in fresh dirt, but there were some dried plants in there, and I think it was rosemary because it still had a wonderful herbal scent to it. He drilled holes in the bottom of that so that we have drainage this year. I didn't have any drainage in them last year. And they didn't like that. Some of them, rosemary did pretty good. Basil did okay, but the other herbs did not like not having any drainage. And it rained so much. Last year it rained so much and it would fill those big old planters with excess water, and I had to dip it out of there or tip it. So we're hoping that he drilled holes in several of my pots for me, which I really appreciated. I got some moss rose. Had a hard time finding impatiens, but I finally found some impatiens. Marigolds, geraniums, begonias. That's about the extent of my exotic plants. Petunias. All right. We got 2 sheets here. That's probably all we'll get done. So we're doing Doggie Picasso. We're going to do the right ear and probably the left eye. So Doggie, right ear. Picasso Roll template. And TheMeriAtelier, and I'm dating them 5/19 because I started them yesterday. And we'll do the doggy left. Now the eyes are going to be interesting. I might just do doggy eyes and not put it left or right, and take let's do left and right, left plus right eye. And I had closed off We'll make another one for 5. I'm not sure what I'm going to do because the eyes, doggy eyes, are generally round. I don't even know if I can get 20 different eyes on there. So left ear, left and right eyes. I'll put doggy eyes. Picasso Roll template. And of course, after we get these done, we'll have to do a Picasso roll off of them. So I need something to substitute for the eye here. We got the heads, the left and right ear, and I made the left and right eye. I just made it doggy eyes, doggy eyes. 5 is blank. We got the tongue, the nose, the fur, the hair, the collar, eyebrows and whiskers, the beard. Beard, how am I going to get 20 beards? I might put beard up here with 10 and make 11 blank. Make 11 this and 12 blank. So we need 2 more. I'm tempted to give it a tail, even though we don't have tail and paws. Even though we're doing the head, we could put a tail on him. Hi, Mary too. Good morning. Sue says rosemary will live through the winter. Just put it on the porch to winter. I had it in that great big huge, kind of like a whiskey barrel plastic pot. I couldn't have moved it onto the porch. But that's a good suggestion, Suze. When I plant rosemary, if I can find some. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to find any. It's a little bit harder. The nurseries, the greenhouses aren't as full this year because of the virus thing. I might be able to find some rosemary if I look. I'm debating whether I want to do tails. Tails, we could put tails behind the head. Tails and paws or feet. Bye, Cindy. Have a great day. Mary Berry says, I bought a box of dry lavender and discovered that I'm not fond of it. Mary, I do not like lavender, so I use rosemary in my linen spray and fabric softener instead. I love the smell of rosemary. You let your rosemary grow. You can even have rosemary Christmas trees. It's a very strong scent. Mary says lavender is her favorite along with basil. I like basil. Basil's pretty easy to grow from seed too. Basil grows pretty fast and pretty easy. I'm trying to grow a lavender plant. I do like lavender, but I can't get it to grow. But I usually buy those little plants, but I bought a bigger one this year. And I'm going to see if I can't get that thing to grow. Cheryl says she likes when Mary tells brother stories. Cheryl, he read your fishing magazine. Cheryl sent my brother a fishing magazine. Rosemary bread. Mary 2 says, I've been blessed with so much support and from the sweetest ladies I've had the pleasure to meet. There's Tammy Wolf. Hi, Tammy. She's thanking Arlene for the tickets. Yeah, Mary, there's a lot of things we can't change. Was that Mary that said that? Yeah. There's a lot of things we can't change. That little Henry was adorable. A white dog. What a challenge. It was a challenge, but you know what? That's what I like. I'm trying to think, do I want to do paws and tails on here? I'm trying to think what else I could do. I need 2 more. Paws and tails would have to almost be 1. I got charm. I got collar and charms. Collar and charms could almost be 1 too. Let's make collar and charms 1. Because I don't think I can get, well, I might be able to get 20 different collars, but I can get 20 charms, but so we've got 5, 9, and 12. Because I made the eyes, tongue. How am I going to get 20 different tongues? Oh, noses. I could probably get 20 different noses. I'm not sure. I guess, can I get 20 different tongues? That's going to be a challenge. Eyes and eyebrows and whiskers. Beard. Eyebrows, whiskers, and beard are all going to be on the same category because I don't think I can do 20 of each one. Collar and charm. Painted toenails. Well, see, I would have to, yeah, I think I'll put paws, and painted toenails. I kind of like that. Painted toenails. And I think I will put tails here. That leaves me with 1 more. We'll have to think about it. I'm not going to dilly-dally. It's almost 7:15. We'll only get 1 done. Let's do the right ear. Let's do the right ear. And I'm not going to look at what I did for the left ear. Let's get my doggy pictures here. Now, somebody asked about this book yesterday. These do look like bookmarks, but they're not bookmarks. This is a fan book, F-A-N, fan book put out by Fandex, F-A-N-D-E-X, Family Field Guides. You can find them, Google them. They're published by Workman Publishing Company. And they are so cool. I've been drawing my dogs from them. Do I have fur on that list? Oh, I've got hair, don't I? Do I have fur? Fur hair. Yeah, I do. All right, let's go with the ears. Oh, we're going to give the right ear. We missed this one on the left ear. This dog is a Bedlington Terrier, and that dog has little snowballs at the hair at the end of his ears. It is so cute. You can see it on here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's got little snowballs on his ears. So we're going to do that for the right ear. It'll go something like this. And then it has a snowball on it, kind of. Like that. So there's one. Sheepdog is completely covered. Let's see if I can't find here's. We're going to draw this one down in here. the same type of ear that it's on the left ear. And we'll make this a little fluffy in here. Okay. And we'll put the collie's ear down here. Something like that. That line may be taken out. Here's a good, well, we mariner. I can't even pronounce some of these names. It's got an ear that kind of goes like this, comes around and down into a something like that. Of course, they'll be colored with fur. Here's the corgi. His ear is a little bit more shaped differently. And let's just give it some hair in here. Just inspiring the ears. Here's a teeny little ear from the, there's a, see, oh look. Now I wonder if Mary Two's Highlander looks like that. This is a West Highland White Terrier. They call them Westies. But now he's got more button eyes. That's interesting. But let's give him, no, I think Mary Two's dog had bigger ears and it had a little pink in there. This is a smaller ear. This is a little ear and it's got little white hair. Oh, white hairs in there. A little ear, sort of. Just drawing shapes. Here's a big old Irish setter ear. That one's hard to see. Here's a pointy Scottish Terrier ear. Now let's put it down here. Kind of comes up and like that, around and like that, sort of. Here's another little furry ear. Yeah. We'll give this one little hair, fur hairs here, ears. There. Here's a perky ear. Papillion. Papillion. Yeah, he has a lot of hair coming out like this. And we'll give him a inner ear there. Here's a Doberman Pinscher ear. I better do that down here where I have lots of room. Pointy. Here's a little perky ear. I'll just give him a little perkiness in there. Something like that. And that one's covered up here, a bulldog ear. Let's do that one over here. Something like that. See, we're just seeing the shapes. We're just seeing the shapes. There's a Rhodesian Ridgeback. I think I'll give him a little. That's a nice ear for a dog. Looks like mountains. Look at this one. I love her. I love her. Oh, we got to do one of these Basset Hound ears. Yeah. A little perky ear again. And let's give it some hair. And that Doberman Pinscher looks like the Great Dane ear. I'm looking for the Spaniel. Here, Spaniel. Spaniel and the Basset Hound's ears are very similar, but the Spaniel has a little bit more curly. So let's put some fluffy hairs in here. Whoops, it's going off of the page. And let's just do a little triangular ear, sort of, here. Like that. All right, there are the ears. What time is it? I gotta watch my time. 7:22. Let's see if I can do. Now the eyes and the eyes. What do I have on my list? I just have eyes separate. Eyes. So we have, and they're going to be left or right eyes. And most of the dog's eyes are round like this, but I'm going to put hair on some of these. And you'll have to color them in. You'll have to color in the eyes. This is just the... There's an eye. And here's another eye that kind of has a lot of dark around it. I'll give it a... It's kind of hard to represent the eye here. Because they all look the Aw, they're just all cute. They're all cute. like that. Great Dane's eyes. You can use your imagination when you do these. Let's see. This little Yorkshire Terrier. Let's make it a pretty little round eye, like that. And 2 little white dots. And we're going to shade all of this in, if I can. And a lot of what defines the eye is the fur around it. Leave it just like that. Now this beagle's eyes, he's got more of a human oval eye socket. The beagle does here. And he's got a little white in his eye too. Oh, the basset hound has big sad eyes. Big sad eyes. And they're red down the kind of bloodshot here. Like that. I think I'll leave it just like that. This eye hardly shows. This one doesn't show at all. Here's another happy eye. I don't know. We'll have to come back. Let's do this Benji eye. It's got a lot of dark like that, and a lot of dark around there, and there. And a lot of wrinkly. This is the Rhodesian Ridgeback eye. And he has almost an eyeball like that. And then he's got a lot of dark. Of course, now you have to remember that this is all facial fur around here. I'm going to make this eye kind of looking up. Kind of looking up. Make it like that. Oh, the pug eyes. The pug eyes. Big and round. Big round black eye here. And this is all dark in here. Something like that. And the Afghan hound. So like that. Of course, this is the fur around his eye. And it's all dark in there. And it just has a round. And of course, you have to color it. You have to color it. I'm not sure about that one. But we'll leave it because that's what I have. The little Irish setter eye has round, and he's got some hair coming into his eye there. And all you can see is dark. And this little fur around there. That one's a little interesting. The golden retriever has these. This gets more in with the eyebrow. He has those brows, and the eyes kind of set in with it there. Kind of goes off that way. He's not angry. He just has a brow there, and he kind of has a brow underneath too. He looks a little angry there. The Doberman Pinscher, let's just make it a big round eye. And he has brows in here too. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Little papillion. A lot of these doggies' eyes look a lot alike, but that's okay. We aren't going to be doing 20 of them in one day, so if we choose an eye that looks like another one, oh well. Oh well. And then it has fur coming up around that way. And then have an inset there. Some of these eyes I can't even see. Here, the Great Pyrenees has an interesting eye. Almost looks like a human oval type. And it's dark in here. I'll leave it like that. Another big button eye. I'm going to leave it like that. The Irish. They all have a little twinkle in their eye. One more. I got too many choices. That's a good one. Oh, but this one's good too. It's kind of just set in like that. And it has a black spot in it. There we go. So there are the eyes. Just for fun. Just for fun. And I think I'm probably hit 7:30, haven't I? So we did the eyes and the right ears. And we'll just put these behind. And I did my calendar pages. I did my calendar pages. Kindness to animals is not mere sentiment. And we did Henry. A sort of a Henry look-alike. I don't think I captured Henry. I captured a dog, a white dog, but I don't think it's quite Henry yet. Let's get those eyes out. We need eyes looking at us. Bye. Yeah, I thought Dee Dee was probably on. Enjoy Dee Dee Willingham. Just like Carly, they have kind eyes. Hi, Barb. Barb Fillion says she loves the big dogs. Cheryl says poodle Portuguese dog. There you go, Cheryl, 2 in a row. Mary with a tiny Yorkie. Mary, is there a Chihuahua leopard pick or Catahoula leopard pick? I'll have to check. I don't know if there's one of those, Mary. I'll check. Shih Tzu. I think Mary would love a shaggy dog. What do you think, Mary says? Shaggy or slick? Well, I would love a shaggy dog, but the hair, I don't know. Hair might be a problem. Okay, everybody, go enjoy Dee Dee Willingham. Have a great day. Look for Becky later tonight. Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you, Arlene. Thanks for coming. Bye.